Hey, another episode of Cooking with Parkville Dave, Parkville Cooking the Parkville way. Maybe a little bit too much Parkville. Okay, so today we're going to be cooking some ribs. We're indoors because these tough economic times we can't afford outdoors right now. So what we got is we got some ribs. You got to get yourself a nice big cutting board. Look at the size of this joint right here. Everything up here in the Parkville area is big. Know what I'm saying, ladies? But Mr. P gave me this cutting board. It's very good. So we got some ribs here. What you're gonna do? I'm gonna put this camera right down here over here. What you want to do is when you're cooking with the ribs there, you want to cut them. Okay? You want to cut them up in like a manageable piece. Now, see, this is a big rib. If you look at it. This knife, the ribs are bigger than the knife. See, that's not gonna do. See, how we roll here in Parkville. Let me just explain something. How we roll up here in Parkville, everything is big, okay? So what you want to do is you want to take your sword and now you're looking for a sword fight. This is the wrong video. Okay, it's a cookie show. So you want to, you want to cut that real good with your sword. If you ain't got a sword, you might be able to get one off of that internet. And if you can Google that. And if you ain't got no Google, you can probably find that on the internet. Now also with the ribs, we got ourselves a lot of smaller pieces of the ribs, because not all parts of the cow are big, or the pig, or whatever animal or creature that this is. Actually, I think this might be some roadkill. Because what we do, I like to do up in this Parkville, we don't like to, like I see a deer, a dog, or a cat, or like a, like a person homeless doing on the side of the street. If he's still warm, man, I'm cooking him. So anyway, what we're doing is, when you're handling raw meat, you gotta be careful, Juices from raw things are dangerous, okay? Speaking of ribs, I'm gonna tell you a joke. Adam was hanging out in the Garden of Eve, and he's like, hey man, I'm bored. He's like, okay man, if I'm gonna take your leg, and then for your leg, I'm gonna give you someone who's gonna cook and clean and take care of you and love you and be beautiful. He's like, well damn, a leg's kind of expensive. What the hell can I get for a rib? There you go, get what you pay for. So anyway, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take these here. We're gonna take these ribs here, and what you gotta do is you gotta thaw out the ribs. They have to come to you frozen, and you put the ribs up in here, and you're gonna put that into some water. And it's gonna let that get to like a little bit of a boil, like a simmer. You know what I mean? Like if you say Donna simmer backwards, simmer Donna, you're just gonna simmer down a little bit. Just like a little bit of simmer stuff. What I always like to do when I do some ribs is I like to put a Turkish bay leaf in there. Now, bay leaves are a lot like hash. They're a lot better if they come from Turkey. So this is a little bay leaf. We're gonna throw that in. Adds a little bit of tanginess up on the meat. So a lot of people have asked me, Dave, you live in the Parkville area, which is in Baltimore. Do you ever do any crabbing? I do have a crabbing episode coming up, and if you folks want to know what a Parkville crab looks like, this is a Parkville crab right here. If you know what I'm saying, when you come to Parkville, this is the kind of Parkville crabs that you are going to get. Okay, and I'd like to thank and love special young lady for donating this little picture for me. So we got some ribs cooking up. Gotta get a big cutting board. Everything's big up here, and that's about it. So we're gonna let these things boil a little bit, and it is summertime. And when I do summertime, I like to enjoy myself a margarita. This is a margarita glass, and how you make a Parkville margarita, you get some of this Jose Cuervo. Again, this is not a national holiday, but we got some name brand liquor. So what you do is you take the tequila, is the main ingredient in the margarita. So this is a Parkville margarita, which is basically, it's tequila. Parkville Dave, Parkville living, baby. Ciao.